What is going on, internet? My name is Lou and I make Linux videos. Today I'm going to show you how to natively transfer files from your Mint desktop to your Android device. Now, you may be asking yourself, why am I creating this particular video if I just put out a video showing you a process of how to transfer files from any Linux desktop to any Android phone? I'm going to display a comment on the screen, and one of my subscribers actually left this, and I'm going to show you my answer as well. I used that particular method using FileZilla because it wasn't distribution specific, and I mentioned that in the video. The reason why I wanted to use that is because although a file manager like Nemo or Nautilus or a lot of the other modern file managers may support connecting to a server, I didn't want to have to go over the nuances of all those different file managers. Also, if I showed you the Nemo method and you're not using a distribution that uses Nemo, if you didn't want to have to install it, now you're going to have to figure out how to do it within your own file manager. So again, without having to go into all those different nuances, using FileZilla, which is a very common application, usually in all the different distributions repos, it was a nice universal method. However, it was a great suggestion for a Mint 16 tips and tricks video. So I want to show you how to do this natively in Linux Mint. It's very similar on how to do it within FileZilla. If you didn't want to have to use that application and just wanted something a little bit more native, this method would be for you. So all we need is an application for our phone, and for this particular demonstration, I'm using my Motorola X Developer Edition. So let's get that going here. Now, I'm going to show you the same exact app that I showed in the last video. If we go to the Google Play Store and you type in FTP, this application right here, FTP server by the Olive Tree, is what we're going to be using. So we'll go ahead and install that. Once you install it, if you hit the little wrench icon in the upper right hand corner, you're going to get a whole different bunch of options here. You can change the username, the password, your home directory, your port that's used. I would just call your attention to the home directory, because by default it was using a directory that is not the correct path for my SD card. So you can click on that option or select that option and go to where it says custom folder. A file browser is going to pop up, and then you can select your SD card. You'll have to back out of the application and go back in for it to take effect, but that's how you would select any root directory you wanted for this particular FTP server. So we're going to be using the default username and password as well as the default port here just for demonstration purposes, and all that information is right here. So if you open up Nemo, and again I'll show you what version of Nemo I'm using. It's 2.0.8. This is Linux Mint 16. So let's get started. If we come up to File and go to Connect to Server, this dialog's going to pop up here. What we're going to do is we're going to change the type to FTP with login. And the server is right here. This set of numbers followed by, that's actually after FTP://. Those, the preceding numbers, is the address that you want to use. Usually begins with a 192. So it's not going to be the same address that's listed here in the screenshot. It's going to be something different. So use whatever is displayed on your device. I'll type in mine now. Now the port is this number here, right after the 170 : that's the port number. The root folder, you just want to leave it with / that indicates root. You've identified what you want to use as your root directory within the app, so you don't have to mess with it here. Username. The default, again, is Francis with an I, and then hit connect. And that's it. We are now browsing the SD card on my Android device. It's that simple. We're using a secure FTP connection with a username and a password. I definitely suggest changing the defaults from Francis to a unique username and a unique password. And you may even want to change the default port number as well. So here it is. All you've got to do now is open up another instance of Nemo, and you can drag and drop anything that you want onto the device. So I'll give you an example. I created this directory called test, drag and drop it on there. Now what I'll show you is I'm not actually on my computer, I'm on my device. I'm going to use my file manager. And I'm actually going to delete that directory. I just deleted it. So if I click out and come back in, now you can see that test is gone. So that's as simple as it is, guys. Just drag and drop from one instance of Nemo to the next. You could, open up a separate tab. You can navigate to wherever you want, find your music, find your pictures, find your videos, come back over to your SD card here, and then, transfer anything you want into whatever directory you want. It's that easy, and it's all done natively with the file manager Nemo. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you don't want to have to use FileZilla and you want to do this natively in your Linux Mint desktop using Nemo, that's how you do it. If you found this video helpful, feel free to give it a thumbs up. Feel free to share it on Google+. I really appreciate all the support. And consider subscribing to the channel if you like this type of content. I produce videos on a regular basis, and feel free to search my catalog of tutorials. I think that you'll definitely find some value in some of the other videos that I've put out. But until next time, hope this helped, and we'll see you guys later.